LTTB went for a spot and got back with Kolobanov's medal. Hello guys and welcome back to World of Tanks 80s Tanker series. Today we have the pleasure of watching barison1 driving the LTTB. And what better map to show the possibilities of this scout than the one that is basically one of the best maps for scouting, and it's the Malinovka. As you can see, it's the encounter game mode, and we can see barison1 taking aggressive position on d7. So as he is going to spot in the first couple of minutes, I'm just going to say a couple of things about this tank. So LTTB is a tier 7 Russian light tank, and it's a very mobile tank with good top speed and good traverse. Also it has a nice gun at tier 7 which is capable to penetrate basically every tank at tier 7. But as this tank gets to tier 8 to 10, you don't expect to penetrate every single tank that it can encounter. So the best bet when you're playing this tank for you is to basically do scouting or try and find the shots on the side of the tank. But I digress from the game. As you saw there, the game started excellent. The two artilleries on the friendly team are already at 3 kills. That's the 3 enemies that were spotted: the Borsig, the tier 6 tank destroyer Panzer IV, and the AMX. So the friendly team is pushing to the hill, as usually is the case on the encounter battle mode on this map. So all of the tanks are going for the A0, and they're fighting with the T32, T34, and it looks like a medium T44. Yes, that's the medium T44, and there is more of them, so it should be an easy win for the hill. Unfortunately, as you can see on the other side, on the one line there is nobody there, and if the scouts decide to go around the flank for the and there is the 5916 going for the artillery. So only tank that was basically defending the artillery, or should I say hiding behind the artillery because he was on A1, is the Cheffy, but he wasn't able to stop the 5916 from killing the largest artillery in the friendly team, the M40-43. So barison1 goes back to finish off the 5916. I thought he would ram the small light tank, but he stops and kills him with one shot. So this is the first kill on the LTTB for barison1. The game is still going very well, but as you can see, those T34 and T32 are playing a really good game on the hill, and they are not allowing the friendly tanks to push forward. Now, as you can see here, the Cromwell is trying to put some cap pressure. It's an encounter battle mode, so you don't have to be worried about the tanks that are trying to cap. Immediately as he tries to cap, the Cromwell and the Cheffy are also going to try and kill him because they don't want him in the cap. So barison1 took a shot there. I don't know what that was. It looked like a heat shell, but I really don't know. So we can see him for the entirety of the game. He is basically spotting the enemies. He is not going for the shots. He only wants to spot. Maybe he is doing a mission for the spotting, but as of now he really needs to start putting pressure on the enemy tanks, because the T32 and the T34 have just won the hill and they're going to start climb down to the artillery. Now again the same thing happened. The light tank pushed through the other flank and went for the artillery. So Barison is here fighting the Cromwell B. He took 2 shots, but he was able to kill the tier 6 medium. And he dodges the shot from the T-34 now. Going for the M41 Bulldog. That's the probably best thing for him to do now, as the Bulldog is coming on the back of the Cromwell. The T-20 is trying to fight off the Tiger on the 0 line, but don't forget the T-34 and the T-32 are sniping from the hill, and it's only a matter of time when the T-20 is going to get shut down. So Bulldog is basically tunnel visioning. He didn't spot the Barison coming from behind him. He kills the Bulldog and immediately runs away from the T-32 and T-34. Now notice that he is using combat rations that gives him just a little bit of aim time and reload time and just a little more view range, and he reloads for the gold shells as he is going to fight the tier 8 heavy tanks. Now that a little bit of view range is enough to spot the T-32 and the T-34 that are driving through the woods, and they are not able to spot him. He basically has very good crew on this tank. In the meanwhile, he is left alone against 6 tanks, though 3 of them are artillery, but still, if any of those artilleries hits him, he is good as gone. So I like the tactics that he is using here because he has the faster tank, he has better view range than the T-34, and he is going to wait here for the T-34 and try and fight him off. Now he is using the bush tactics very well. He goes forward, spots the T-34, and then starts putting shells in him. 2 shells, one of them was blind. He goes forward again, spots the T-34, goes back, and tries to find the shot on the T-34. Now the T-34 should basically know from where he is shooting him, but it looks like he is looking at the wrong place. Another shot on the blind here. I think that one went in. T-34 is on 2 or 3 shots for Barison. The gun has 180 damage with each shell. He rolled slightly low there. The 3rd shot on the blind, and that's a kill. So now the situation is turned. The Tiger 1 is on 1 shot, and the 3 artillery are the only threat for the Barison. So I wanted to say a couple of words about the gun. As I mentioned, it's 180 damage, it's 170 penetration, but when you have to fight the higher tier tanks, you should do as Barison did there. He used his premium shells and basically was able to penetrate every shot. Nice shot there on the Tiger 1, and now all that's left to do is kill the artilleries, but it's tier 7 artilleries. 2 of them are in platoon, so he needs to be really careful here. It looks like he has optics, and we also know that he has 6th sense. He's basically trying to spot the artillery here and finish them off. Now he spots the Crusader SP, one of the 2 that are in the platoon. He is using HE shells. Note the entirety of the game he is switching constantly between the shells according to the tank that he is trying to hit. Now he is shooting at the artillery, which is poorly armored, and you see what the HE shell does to the GV Tiger P. He has no more HE shells, but he goes for the Crusader SP. One of them misses, the other one has the shot. Now he should have shot the other one first, but fortunately he wasn't able to finish him, and this is a satisfying moment when you are on 8 kills, finishing the last artillery, that's a GG, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. Barison got a couple of medals here like Spotter, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, a Kolobanov's medal for standing alone against 6 tanks in his case, Radley-Walters Medal for 9 kills, Pascucci's medal for killing 3 or more SPGs on the enemy team, a Top Gun medal, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. On the team score sheet we can see that he finished first with 1684 experience, which is 3 times more than the second guy in his team. He also scored 9 kills and 2972 damage. On the detailed report we can see that he fired 31 shots, of which 24 hit the target and 21 penetrated. Now, many of those shots were premium shells, and with the premium account he wasn't able to earn any credits, but the satisfaction that he got when killing those tier 8 tanks and finishing the artillery at the end of the game is well worth it. Very nice game here. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.